page back. I bet you thought I was going to be talking about Game of Thrones, but as you can see from the title, I'm not. I'm going to be talking about a much worse show. I'm going to be talking about Gotham. Now, unlike The Walking Dead, which I've just abandoned, alright? I stopped. I get it now. Well, I fucking don't. I've given up on that. I'm not going back to The Walking Dead. It's just let me down too many times before. Gotham. I had more patience for Gotham. It didn't earn it, but I did have it. I had a similar mindset, similar outlook on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. last year. It was like, I believe in this show. It's not good now, but I believe it will be. And it was, and it picked up. And season 2 was miles better, you know? It was just waiting for that one moment to ignite everything, that catalyst that's going to drive every storyline. You know, like Game of Thrones was pretty slow to start for a long time. It was the first season, you know? It wasn't until Ned Stark got arrested, then boom, that set everything in motion for a lot of storylines. And then there was no going back from that. I was waiting for that to happen with Gotham. And all that happened is that it just got madder and madder. You know? It was just so fucking weird. So yeah, it finished in the UK this week. A lot of predictable shit happened. A lot of less predictable, but not unpredictable shit happened as well. Okay, obviously, you know, full fucking spoilers on this, by the way. If you haven't watched Gotham, if you haven't watched Gotham, if you want to watch Gotham, probably don't watch this video, and then come back. If you have watched all of Gotham, stick around. So, obviously, when you've got a character called Fish Mooney, who is a nemesis of the Penguin, you know what's going to happen, okay? Fish got fed to the Penguin. The Penguin killed Fish Mooney, or did she? Did he? He probably did, because Jada Pinkett Smith had said, I'm not coming back. So Fish Mooney's dead, and the Penguin killed her. And there's a stupid, really hammy, campy moment where the Penguin gets up on a rooftop and goes, I'm the king of Gotham! Ah! And he yells it twice into the night sky. And I'm just like, was there a need? Like, the implications there. Does he really need to spell it out for us? I didn't care for it. But this is that. They can't be subtle on this show. There's nothing is left to the imagination. Everything is batshit crazy. Milo Ventimiglia came on in some of the later episodes as to play the ogre, which is a serial killer. I was like, oh, that's cool, serial killer, that's cool. It's almost like a cop show now, which it should fucking be. And then he gets involved with Barbara, you know, Jim Gordon's ex-wife, who didn't do anything. We don't know if she's dead or not. By the end of the finale, she's just kind of on the floor. Leslie Tompkins comes in, which is great, played by, I can't remember her name right now, but she's played the bird who played Inara in Firefly, man. She's hot. Her. Which is weird, because Leslie Tompkins is like, she runs like a children's home in the comics, and this time we updated her to be like a sexy nurse, sexy doctor type. So make of that what you will. We see Commissioner Loeb. He's as corrupt and brutal as you think he would, but he's got a secret. It's all about sort of Jim Gordon doing a bit of more Jim Gordoning. You know where he's the straight cop? Well, he's going to be even straighter than that, and he's going to clean up shit. Yeah. Anyway, it's you know, it just they had a 2-episode special about the Scarecrow, which that was okay. That was not bad. This is not going to be a review of the last season of Gotham. This is just me sort of giving my rambling thoughts on it. You can tell it wanted to be a serious procedural show, but Fox were just like, no, make it more Batman, so that Bruce Wayne is such a central figure when he really shouldn't be. Right, there's a lot I want to cover. Number one, like, it had its good bits. I mean, it's a show with a great budget, great production and a great cast, but it's let down by stupid direction and crappy writing. And that's what annoys me. It's like they've got all the great resources there and they're doing diddly squat with it. And that's a sin in my eyes. The guy who plays Carmine Falcone, the old man, excellent. Okay, he was brilliant. He really holds gravitas. Like the first time you see him in the first episode, he comes on there and stops Gordon and Bullock from being executed. Love it. Great moment. The other moments, you see, just generally dotted through the season, pretty good, all good. Like this guy, he's my favorite. He's like, all right, let me show you how you polish a turd. Every time he comes on screen, amazing. And then what else we got? He does get a final scene with Jim Gordon in the finale, where he's telling Jim Gordon all about his father. He's like, listen, your father was the most honest man I ever knew, but he carried a knife. And the gravitas of that scene is great. They're both great in that. Well, he steps down. One minute he's like, if I die, then it's civil war in Gotham. Okay, I'm the only one keeping them together. Then he's like, I've changed my mind. I want to retire. I'm away. Gotham needs a strong lawman. You're that guy, Jim. Bye. It's like, well, why the three? Why the 180? What? Anyway, the guy who played Sal Maroni, the guy who played Batista on Dexter. More on that in a bit. I liked him. He was great. He was sassy. But the show just got. The show was just insane. There's a whole subplot with like Fish Mooney escaping Gotham and going to this weird island, which is like a hospital where people have their. It's like not a Dr. Moreau, but like this mad scientist cuts people up and uses different limbs and body parts and can transplant them onto other people, and it's what is that? What is this? There's one scene where, to spite him, Fish Mooney spoons out her own eyeball and stomps it on the floor. What? What the fuck? What is, like, there's so many times I'm watching this show going, what is this fucking show? It's nuts, right? We get kind of an Alfred-centric episode where one of his old army mates shows up and he kind of infiltrates Wayne Manor. But, that one's okay. But again, Bruce Wayne should be doing less. He should be going to school, right? For a start. And then Selena Kyle and Fish Mooney form this weird alliance, and it's just dumb. Oh man. Okay, and the finale. I'm going to talk about the finale. I'm going to talk about the final shot, and then I'm going to stop rambling about Gotham. And I'm leaving it undecided. Okay, they need to get a whole new showrunner in for this show. You know how like whenever Frank Darabont left The Walking Dead, got shit. It's kind of like that. It's like just this show needs a kick up its arse. Oh, it's got all the key components are there. So what are you doing wrong? All right, final shot of this season, the first season of this show, which should be Law and Order Gotham, which should be about crime. It should be a police procedural drama, murder mysteries, all that shit, set against the backdrop of something familiar. Okay, set against Gotham, and like we can have the Maroni crime family. We can have references to, Jonathan Crane, or a circus, the Flying Graysons. They came in. That was cool. Oh, okay. I will say this. All right. I will say this. They did have one of the Joker moment that everyone refers to, where we've got a character called Jerome who bursts into the famous Joker laugh off the cuff in the middle of a scene, in the middle of an interrogation. That was great. That was done perfectly. That kid is great. The action was great. Yes, that they nailed that. And they never outright confirmed that's the Joker, but it as a possible origin story for the Joker. I don't hate it. So good for that. Getting back to the finale. Okay, so that was good. They did that right. You see? So every now and then it does look like there's a good show trying to get out. Finale ends with young Bruce and Alfred discovering what can only be the Batcave. In that one room in Wayne Manor that they never leave, you know? And it turns out there was a reason for that. Because that was his father's study. His father would play loud classical music and be in there for hours. So weird. It's weird. And like Lucius Fox appears in a previous episode and it's like, your father was a Stoic man. And then Alfred Aurelius says something. Alfred quotes Marcus Aurelius. He goes, Marcus Aurelius? That guy was Stoic. My father was Stoic. What? That's a bit of a stretch, don't you think? And then he pulls out a little remote control, and then the classical music plays loudly, and then the fireplace moves out of the way, and they find a cell. I mean, it would impress me more if the show was supposed to be about Bruce Wayne, because they seem to have forgotten about who killed the Waynes. That whole subplot has just been forgotten about. It doesn't matter anymore, it seems. Right. Yeah, I can't. Like, it's so reminiscent of the end of the first season of Lost, where we've got Locke and Jack looking down the hatch, that it failed to impress me at all. It's like, God, for God's sake, guys. So yeah, that's Gotham. I don't know if I'll be back. If you feel the same way, then please, I'm sure I'll leave a number that you can call down below. Those are my thoughts on Gotham. If you like this video, please click like, subscribe, view, share, and all the usual jazz, and I'll see you when I see you. YouTube, goodbye.